Wandering through this lonely desert, vultures circling above, haunted by this empty feeling. I can't be with the one I love. I've tried writing about the pain, bet y'all got that by now. Though I've nothing more to say, so I'll leave you with one more howl. It's time to go, so long, everybody. I hope you had a good time, and if there's one thing to take away from it, I don't know.
Yeah, so what's up with that, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another episode. I got William Dunnill here. Dunnill or Dunnill? Dunnill?
Yeah.
Dunnill. All right. So I actually met, or we came into contact with William through Griffin Holtby. He was on the show like last week or so. He was really awesome, super talented musician, and recommended you come on. So here we are, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
Like I said earlier, no one has ever invited me on their podcast before, so.
Oh, you at
excited.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can wear headphones if you want, man. You don't have to. I usually don't.
Okay.
It's just kind of more casual, but they're there.
Yeah. Works for me.
Yeah. So start off, man. Tell me about just kind of your story. Like, how'd you get into music? How'd you get into it, man?
Sure. Yeah. So definitely, these days I'm like a singer-songwriter. Still big emphasis on guitar, but like guitar is where it all starts for me. When I was like about 8, my parents got my brother and I the Guitar Hero video game.
Oh yeah.
Guitar Hero 3: Legends of Rock.
Yep.
And kind of just the playlist from that game, like, really sparked my interest in like guitar-based music.
Oh yeah.
And then my dad, on top of that, started showing us like the stuff he grew up listening to, like Van Halen and Aerosmith, Tom Petty,
All the classics.
all the classics.
Yeah.
And then I was pretty much done after that. Like I was off on the guitar journey at that point.
Yeah. What'd you start playing on? What'd you pick up first?
A Squire Strat.
Yeah.
It was one of
Okay.
those like starter kits where it's like $90 for like the guitar, amp.
Yeah.
cables,
I know that one.
Everything you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And that was my rig for a couple years.
Little 15-watt amp it comes with. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, no, that's what I learned all my first riffs on. A lot of those first riffs were like the Guitar Hero 3 riffs.
Sure.
I remember one of the songs on Guitar Hero was Barracuda by Heart.
Yeah.
And that riff is just like one note. It's just like the low E string, the boom, 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 boom. And when I got that guitar on Christmas morning, I was like trying to play that because I realized like, oh, that one note sounds like the boom from Barracuda. So
Yeah.
I was just like going, but it probably sounded more like boom, 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 boom.
You didn't have the rhythm yet.
I wasn't getting the triplets at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Then like I guess in middle school, the country music, like country western stuff, started to make its way into the listening. And after that, like high school and college was getting more into like alternative rock and grunge, and
Oh, okay.
even started listening to like some more heavy stuff. Not like crazy heavy stuff, but like Tool and that sort of thing
Sure,
started to make its
yeah.
way into the
So you're just gathering all this music
Yeah,
together.
Yeah. Over time, just like getting into different things. And, yeah. And I mean, I guess now my main project that I'm doing is Willy and the Wildcards. We're a 3-piece, kind of, I like to call it alternative country.
Yeah, that's a good definition of that. Yeah.
We do rock and country and they kind of fuse them.
That's awesome, man.
That's the idea anyway.
So you play in a couple bands, right? Or have been?
I have been in several bands, but right now it's the Wildcards.
Just Willy and the Wildcards. That's cool, man. Where do all y'all meet? Y'all just a group of friends that got together and started a band, or what?
Yeah, so in college I was in one band called the Board of Tears, and I was going to school in OU, and we'd play like once a month or so. Either like it was all guys I knew from high school.
Oh, okay.
Still lived in Dallas, So it'd be like once a month or so, either they would come up to Norman and meet me for a gig, or I would come down to Dallas and we'd play at 8 Airs. That was kind of the spot that like the one connection that we had in Dallas was that 8 Airs.
Yeah, you play there a lot, don't you?
Yeah, we play there every Sunday actually now.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be there later tonight. But where was I going? Oh yeah. So I moved back after I graduated and started going to the Work in Progress open mic.
Yeah, with Hayden.
Yeah, Griffin actually told me, it was like, hey, there's this open mic at Stan's. The guys who put it on are really cool. You should come out. So.
Yeah, shout out to Whip and Hayden and all them. Man, they got some great stuff going on with the Can Jam and Battle of the Bands coming up. Shout out to all those guys. Yeah, they got some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, no, the December 16th.
Yeah.
Going to be that Battle of the Bands that I believe we'll be involved with to some capacity, so that'll be exciting.
Awesome.
So, no, yeah, I started going to that Wednesdays at Stan's, and I met Stephen Shirley, who's our drummer. We just started, like, I would show up to the open mic with my acoustic guitar and just play, like, solo. But after a while, it would be like, why play solo when there's so many musicians here?
Sure.
I could just get them up on stage and we can do little jams. And then Shirley and I really clicked doing that. And so we needed a bass player, and we met our current bass player, Chris Novembrino, through actually the sound guy at 8 Airs.
Oh, nice.
Introduced us to Chris. We needed a bass player one week, and Jay Early is the sound guy's name. He's like I know a guy that would be a great fit. So he just showed up, and and it stuck. So now it's
that's awesome.
Now it's that trio.
That's cool how that works out sometimes.
Yeah.
I was like, I know a guy, and
Yeah.
The music seems real eclectic like that,
Totally.
though, or just real small knit. I mean,
Totally.
Yeah.
And Chris is quite a bit older than me, and Shirley, honestly. So he has so much experience. Just like he's almost a veteran of like the Dallas scene these days. He's played with so many people, and like it's cool that I don't know, we passed his, I don't know, like we were good enough to play with him, I guess.
Oh, you passed his bullshit radar.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So you're worthy of being his or being
Sure.
through him.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Dude, I heard this rendition of Texas Flood that you did.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fucking sick, dude.
Cool.
I'm a big Stevie Ray fan and like super hardcore fan. And I actually did my own rendition of Texas Flood with one of my friends. So I just thought it was super cool that you had your own too, because not a lot of people want to touch that song because it's like a hard and true classic. Like, don't fuck it up, you know. And like I had people telling me, like, because we did like a rap version of it. We like sampled it.
Sweet.
Yeah, and so I just played guitar on the track, and yeah, so people are like, oh, Stevie's rolling in his grave because of this shit. But I like the way you did it, man. Because like it was totally like, it doesn't sound like Texas Flood when you listen to it, but it's the same lyrics, and it's just a cool rendition of it.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That was just honestly a blues jam that we started.
Really?
Just kind of this really kind of simple blues rock riff, 12-bar blues thing, and then I was like, I mean, no one wants to listen to this without lyrics over it. And
Yeah.
So I just thought of something that kind of fit into that form, and you know, Texas Flood. It's a blues. It's like a slower blues. It's not like that, but
That fits right into the 12 bars, though.
into it.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was fun, and like you said, like that's a song that you don't really want to, like, or like lots of people don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those sacred tunes. But if you're not even going for the original sound, then like there's nothing to butcher.
Yeah, that's how we took it too. 'Cause we totally went and just sampled like pieces of it, and then built our own completely different track out of it. You know.
Yeah.
So to where it doesn't even sound like it.
I would like to hear that.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Yeah, I'll show it to you later.
Sweet.
It's awesome. So what kind of guitar are you playing on?
It is a Gibson Nighthawk.
Is that it in there?
So that's it right here.
That's awesome.
Should I pull it out?
If you want to, yeah, I'd like to see it, man.
Cool. Yeah, it's
Have you been playing on this one for the entirety of your gigging, or?
since I was about 18.
Okay.
It's this guy.
Okay, so it's like a Les Paul body.
Yeah, Les Paul body, a lot lighter, and like it kind of has.
Oh, it's Scout. Yeah.
And kind of weird pickup configuration.
Yeah. What's up with those pickups? So it looks like you got like a single coil humbucker and then like a.
So I got this is a humbucker in the bridge, but just slanted, single coil in the middle, and then it's like a mini humbucker, like a Firebird pickup or something on the neck.
Is all that custom? Did you do all that?
No, this is actually stock, but they don't make these anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they only made them for like a few years in the 90s.
Yeah.
I think it was like 91 to 94 when they made these.
So that's like 30-something years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push. Radio, 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 radio.
Hey there, I'm the Deep, and while I'm privileged to be one of the world's greatest superheroes, I'm even more privileged today to announce my new title as Chief Sustainability Associate at Liquid Death Mountain Water. Scientists, and most of the dolphins I've talked to, say that by 2050, plastic pollution will outweigh fish life pound for pound in our oceans. And that's why Liquid Death is pure mountain water. It comes in aluminum cans, because they're infinitely recyclable. 10% of all profits go to help ocean plastic cleanup. That's pretty cool. We can all be heroes by declaring death to plastic.
And it burns when I breathe.
It's refreshing to do good, so please, keep our oceans beautiful.
It's like 5-way switch and like the coil splitting for the non-guitar players watching. That basically makes like these pickups sound different.
Oh, it's a push-pull?
Yeah, it's a push-pull.
That's cool. I like that.
So when you have it in the pulled position, it's basically like a Strat.
Yeah.
With a 5-way switch.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's down, it doesn't quite do the Les Paul thing, but you can get kind of like an SG sound out.
That's cool. I dig that.
Which I love because, like, we're a one-guitar band, and you can just kind of get a bunch of different sounds out of it.
Yeah, I imagine. I like that it's like a Les Paul, but it's got a little bit wider body on it. It's sick. I've never seen one of those.
And so this is, like, the one that, like, if you ever come to a Willy and the Wildcards show, I'm playing this the whole time.
Hell yeah.
I don't have a backup guitar on stage with me. If I break a string, I'll just change it before I keep going.
Yeah.
Like, that sort of thing. I don't really want to play any other guitar.
Just change the string live.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen that video of Stevie Ray doing that?
Yes.
Dude, it's so sick. Like he's playing, and in like mid-break of the song, his guitar tech comes up, switches guitars out, and like doesn't miss a beat, dude. And oh, it's so sick.
He was doing like Look a Little Sister or something.
Yeah, right. At the Austin. Yeah, so sick, man. What kind of amps you playing through?
It's a Marshall Origin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 20-watt head and a 2x12 cab. So it's basically like a mini Marshall stack.
Yeah.
Like it has like the aesthetics of like a classic Marshall, but it's not huge, and I can like carry it around.
You know, man, I've been hearing a lot of people that like in the gig scene now, they're getting away from the half stack and going to a smaller like single cab kind of amp because it's easier just to gig with.
Oh yeah, like a combo.
Yeah, like a combo. Yeah, like either a single speaker or like a two 12s or something, just something smaller and not the whole half stack. 'Cause you don't really need all that, you know. No, I played a show during the summer and had 2 half stacks on stage with me and only used one of them. Yeah. It was just for show. Yeah.
Was it in like a indoor or like outdoor?
It was outdoor, yeah. So it was a huge stage, so I kind of had to like have some presence. And
Yeah, totally. And like for that, you need a little bit more firepower.
Yeah. But I only used one.
Yeah.
The other one it was just a mock.
Nice.
But yeah, a lot of people seem to be moving to that, just getting away from the half stack and just moving to that little easy carry around amp. Because I guess they're just getting better with making amps and shit, so you can just get the sound out of a smaller package now.
Yeah. No, one of my favorite amps I've ever played through is the Fender Blues Jr.
Yeah, dude.
It's just that little 15-watt combo, one speaker,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like in these like dive bar settings, like it's all you need.
Yeah, that's it.
You just mic that thing up, and it sounds great tone.
Yeah, I'd love, like, my little dream amp is like a Fender like Tweed twin reverb.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those are so pretty to me. I love those. They're super, like, they're just like classic guitar amps, classic blues guitar amps, I think.
Totally.
So, do you like playing in the bar scene, or do you like playing out in the streets, like busking more, or do you even do that?
Haven't done much busking, honestly. It's pretty much bars are the setting.
Yeah.
And have been for the past few years.
Deep Ellum, or
Well, I moved back to Dallas, started living here like full time again in May, and so since then, I've been playing 8 airs, and I guess now playing at the Wounded Ostrich some too.
Mm-hmm.
Also another like newer Deep Ellum spot.
Yeah, I just heard of that place recently.
Yeah,
It just kind of popped up recently.
It's a cool spot. I feel like it's if it's still there in 50 years, it will look like 8 airs.
Oh, okay.
It's like kind of like a newer, cleaner
That's
version
cool.
of that. But yeah, so like those couple Deep Ellum spots, trying to get into kind of spread out throughout Deep Ellum and around Dallas too. We've had gigs at Pegasus City Brewery in downtown. That's a really fun spot because like the skyscrapers are like surrounding.
Oh
you
yeah,
and
that's got to be cool.
yeah, it is super cool. Where else? Oh, yeah, and the Work in Progress open mic just moved to Cheapsteaks.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday night. So yeah, for the most part, it's been Deep Ellum. Stan's Blue Note occasionally still.
Well, tell me about the Deep Ellum music scene, 'cause everybody seems to be like scared to go to Deep Ellum now. What's your take on that now?
Well,
It seems like there's a shooting there every other weekend.
yeah. I definitely get why some people are like reluctant to go there, because like you look at the news and then you automatically associate that part of town with violence. But I don't let that be a reason to like keep me from going there.
Yeah.
Because that is where all the music is happening, and like it's such a vibrant part of Dallas.
Yeah,
Like,
that's where the energy is.
yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part about it is that like I feel like some music scenes in some cities, it's like this a unified sound throughout the city. If you go to Deep Ellum, it's like country western, jazz,
Oh, sure.
punk rock, hardcore.
Yeah.
Like it just like the vibes are changing wherever you go.
Yeah, you could start at one end of the street and go to the other and have a whole variety of stuff. Yeah,
Totally.
that's what's so great about Deep Ellum, honestly.
And I love playing at 8 airs on Sundays because it's like we can hear the jazz going through the wall because the Freeman is just right on the other side.
Yeah.
And then we're in there playing like southern rock stuff, and it's just like a different vibe. Like,
Yeah.
But also similar too. Like we're all just out playing music. Everyone just kind of approaches it differently.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing to really be scared of in Deep Ellum, man. It's just you go around looking for trouble, you'll probably find it.
Sure.
But if you're out there just really trying to enjoy some music, like you're gonna find that too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to be scared of out there. So, tell me about that new song you just put out. I don't know if it's a single, or if you're just putting it out as but Vultures.
Yeah.
Are you putting that out as a single? Is it on a CD or album? I mean.
No, that was pretty much just recorded it just to put on like Instagram and YouTube.
Sure.
I don't know. Do you think it should be like released?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great song, dude. It gave me like some Coulter Wall and like Chris Stapleton vibes.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of mixed them together. Coulter Wall for sure. I definitely got that vibe.
I'm a fan of both of those guys that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Stapleton and Coulter Wall. They're really cool.
I love Coulter, man. He kind of just, for me anyway, he kind of just sprung onto the scene in like the past 2 years. And yeah, I love his music, man. He's super fucking like country, but like folky kind of. I don't know, dude.
Do you know he's from Canada?
Is he really?
Yeah.
No way, dude. His voice, it sounds like he's 50 years
Yeah,
old.
that's so cool.
but he's only like 25.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude.
And it's like I really like his guitar style.
Yeah.
'Cause he uses these old like crappy acoustic guitars that like they honestly don't sound that great. Like they don't have that great tone, but the way that he plays them,
Yeah.
it's like it just is part of the vibe for it, I think.
No, I've tried to learn a couple of his songs, dude, and they're not too easy. Like
No.
he's got some crazy fingerings and chords that he uses, and it's dude, he's awesome. I love it. Like that song, oh, what is it, On the Blacktop?
Sleeping on the Black
That's
Top.
what it is, dude. I play that one over and over. I love that shit. But yeah, I mean, back to you, Vultures. How'd you come about writing that song? Do you typically start out with a guitar riff, or do you put lyrics down first and build off of that?
That one was lyrics first.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it is one or the other. It'll either
Typically, right? Yeah.
For me, that's kind of what it's been, and like some songs are kind of the main focus when I was writing was the music, and then other ones the main focus of the music was just to kind of be a backdrop for the lyrics.
Yeah.
When the focus is more on like the story or the poetry or something like that, then the chord progression will tend to be more just kind of like straightforward, like it is in Vultures for sure. Just because like it's that song for me is like kind of just all about the lyrics.
You can have songs like that are either just music based or lyric based, you know. And I heard Tom Petty one time say that the lyrics are just there just to guide the music along. Sometimes they don't really mean nothing; they're just there just to guide the music.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah, you can have it either way, kind of.
Yeah.
So you went the other way, and you're more lyrics based on that one.
Yeah, and I feel like when I write more like country western type songs, like Vultures is, those are the ones that usually start with the lyrics. The more like rock and roll type stuff I've written, it's always like the riff or something.
Yeah, you start with a nice riff.
I write a cool riff, and I was like, okay, I got to expand on this.
Yeah. I get that. That's kind of how anytime I've written music or something, it usually starts with a riff first.
Yeah.
Rarely is it like lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, but no, for Vultures, I guess as far as how I wrote the song, I'd say that song is a little bit more like dark. And I was in college in Norman, alone in my studio apartment when I wrote it.
How old's that song?
Oh, I wrote it like a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay, not too long.
Yeah. Not too long ago. But no, I was all being a sad boy. I think I was like maybe going through a breakup or something, and
That's how you get some of the best music, though. Yeah.
For real. And yeah.
You got to go through some shit to write about some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. What is the recording process for you like?
So like when I went and recorded that.
Just any track. Are you recording at home? Do you go to a studio, or what's it like for you? Because I know a lot of people. I mean, they can do everything at home now. They don't even need to go to a studio.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that point where I'm like able to. Like I guess right now, I use GarageBand and stuff to like, record demos, and of course like I have it on my phone and just have like little audio recordings.
That's what every musician does, dude.
Yeah, I think
everybody.
There's probably 110-second clips in my phone of me just like singing something into my phone. It probably sounds good like after a night of drinking or something.
Mm-hmm.
I sing, but then the next day I listen to it and I'm like, what the heck is this?
What the heck?
But yeah, yeah. So that's kind of how it is for like putting down demos. I've been into a studio a couple times. Once with a band I was in the past, we put out about like a live EP. That was Border Tears. We put out a live EP and a few singles too. Went into the studio for those. Recorded with a guy named Aaron Long who lives in Dallas. For those recordings, those like acoustic recordings that I recently did, I'm taking classes at UNT right now.
Okay.
And so as a student, I kind of have access to their facilities as long as I like book a time to go
Hell
use
yeah.
it.
Yeah, nice. Use it while you're there, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll I'm graduating like at the end of this summer of 23, just from like a 1-year master's program that I'm doing there. And so yeah, between now and then, I'm trying to get in there as much as possible.
Hell yeah.
Only been in there once now to record those acoustic jams because I was like, okay, it's my first time going in here. I just kind of want to see what the arrangement.
Yeah, you just want to get with the feel. Yeah, see how it goes.
And so I picked those 2 songs, Vultures. Like I said, I wrote about like a year and a half ago, and Salvage My Mind is the other one I did in that session. That was one of the first songs I ever wrote. I was probably 17 or 18 when I wrote that one, and those are kind of the 2 like acoustic tracks I've written that have just kind of stuck with me as ones that still are meaningful to me.
Yeah.
After the amount of time has passed since I wrote them. So I went and did that, but soon we're getting the trio up there to track kind of the more rock originals that we've been playing at shows.
Yeah, that's great, man. No, when I was in the band, I had a friend who was going to Media Tech Institute.
Cool.
So we used their facility all the time. Just recorded tracks and demos and stuff in there, dude.
I know the guys from Wayside Motel.
Oh, they're an awesome band too.
Yeah, they go to that place to record.
Yeah. It's a professional studio. Like, why not? And, and all the kids there are just trying to learn and better themselves, and so why not use it?
Yeah, totally.
Everyone there wants to do something good. So why not? I think it's great to do that stuff. What's your like favorite song to perform? Do you have one? It'd be a cover or one of your own originals.
Yeah. I think my favorite songs that I've written to perform is a song called Rye in the Range. It's just kind of like that's one of those songs. It started with like a riff, like a rock riff, and just kind of went from there. And it's kind of it's the highest energy song in our set.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For the original tunes. And it's cool to see some like the crowd get pumped up over a song that you wrote, because a lot of our songs are more like mid-tempo, like Americana type stuff, but that one's really a rocker, and it's fun to play live.
Yeah.
Sure.
The energy ones are the fun ones to play.
But as far as covers goes, that Texas Flood cover that you mentioned, that's like we're always playing that one in our sets.
I think it's great, man. It's an awesome rendition.
Because for me, I want the set to have as many original songs in it as possible. But like a lot of the times when we're playing longer sets, we don't have enough original material to fill it entirely.
Right.
And I would rather play a cover that's like our own twist on it than just try to copy it exact. Another one like that for us is the Alicia Keys song "Fallen."
Oh, no way.
We kind of do like a blues rock rendition of that too.
That's cool. I'd be interested in hearing that one.
And that one always like catches the attention of people in the audience who like we haven't already caught their attention.
Yeah.
It's like we'll be playing like the typical Southern rock stuff.
You become background noise.
Yeah. And if people are into that, then we get them at the start.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone's more of like a pop R&B fan, they may not be into what we've played up to the point where we play that Alicia Keys tune.
Yeah.
A lot of times that will be the one that like turns the heads of the people who, leading up to that point, we were just background noise.
Yeah, I feel that. How long is a normal set list for y'all?
Well, for the Sunday gig, it's 3 sets of 45 minutes.
Oh, no way. So you're there for a minute.
Yeah. We're there from about 9:30 till 1:30, and we're playing we'll play from 10 to 10:45, 11 to 11:45, and then 12 to 1 usually.
And that's at 8 airs?
Yeah, at 8 airs. And that's fun. It's fun for sure. Just I actually booked that residency before I knew who was going to be playing with me at it.
Oh, no way.
And I've liked doing that in past bands that I've been in, because it motivates me. It gives myself a deadline. If I have a show booked or something, then if I haven't been getting my ass out to open mics and stuff, then I will at that point.
Yeah.
It's like find the people.
I'm the same way, man. I got to have some kind of deadline
Yeah.
or some kind of like something on the calendar.
Yeah.
Or I feel like I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Just stagnant.
So yeah, so we started doing the residency in like June. And for a while it was like mix and match players every week because I already knew a lot of people like through Griffin and other people in Dallas to like kind of have a rotating lineup. That's kind of where the name of the Wildcards came from.
Oh,
It's 'cause,
okay.
like, I knew that every week it's going to be me with a band, but the band will probably not look the same, at least for the first few months.
That's some talented musicians, though, to
Real
be able to bounce in and out like that,
Yeah.
just whenever, you know.
Yeah,
That speaks volumes about those people.
for sure.
You too, though, to be able to just kind of bounce with whatever band you're backed by, you know. That's what I was telling Griffin when he was here. Like that really what defines an artist to me. If you can just be backed by any band and be the front man, like you're a fucking artist. Like that's what it takes, honestly.
Yeah, I guess so. No, actually, speaking of Griffin, he was one of those early wild cards. He would he would drum for us actually sometimes.
I've seen that. Yeah, he kind of drums for
Yeah.
a few people, I think.
Yeah, and he's also done like acoustic guitar and backup vocals for us. Yeah, he's super versatile. He can do it all.
Oh yeah, he's in and out of everything.
wild.
Yeah, I enjoyed talking to him.
Yeah, no, but then after a while, it was like Shirley and Chris, this trio, like we felt like there was something there that was worth making that the consistent group.
Sure,
But yeah,
that's how it started. Would you say that's your favorite venue to play as 8 Airs?
it's definitely we call it home base.
Yeah.
For sure, because like, you know, the sound guy has our settings in the iPad and stuff like all ready to go, and like we've just done it so many times at this point that it's very comfortable.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. It's still super exciting though whenever we get to go to a new venue, a spot that we haven't played before. That's really exciting, but 8 Airs is like, we're comfortable here. We feel like we can try new things there.
Yeah. It's home base.
I would definitely say 8 Airs just because it has that home feeling to it.
Yeah, you can just walk in, plug and play. I get that.
Exactly.
So let me ask you just kind of like a more personal question, I guess. How do you, when you go through life, are you experiencing time? Are you worried about time? Does time phase you at all? Or does it go by fast, slow? How are you experiencing time in your life?
Man, it's very like... Sorry, that's when I gotta like process.
Yeah, no, I think about it, yeah.
Um,
I love hearing people's answers on this. Like,
yeah, I think it's... Time is like, it's super relative.
mm-hmm.
So I feel like when you want it to go by quicker, that's when it's going to go by slower. And when you want it to go by slow, that's when it's going to go by fast.
Right. Almost like when you're paying attention to it,
Yeah.
it acts differently.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I think someone told me recently that it's like slippery.
It's I like that.
Yeah.
Time just kind of slips by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like your days just kind of drag on sometimes, though, or is it just kind of... To me, I feel like just yesterday I was 18, and now I'm like 31 and, you know, adult, you know, but I feel like I'm still like 18. So it just feels like it was just a blur from 18 to 31, but it really wasn't, you know. I obviously lived all those years and had all those hours and minutes and seconds, but thinking about it, it just seems like that.
Yeah, no, totally. Actually, it reminds me of a song I wrote a long time ago that I played in one of my very first bands that I was in high school, called Long Days, Short Life.
Nice.
And it's kind of about like that. It's like, yeah, like you talk about how life is so short. Well, if life is short, then how come each individual day feels so long?
Yeah.
And it's like this paradox. But yeah, no, I haven't played or thought about that song in a long time, but that question reminded me.
I like that. That sounds cool. I think I'd like to hear that one, man.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. Do you enjoy just being at that residency? Do you want to like go out and do other, or do you go out and do other bars and stuff? And
Oh yeah, no. So yeah, we love the residency because it keeps us sharp.
yeah,
But no, yeah, trying to fill in those other days of the week with as many other gigs as
So you wanna play every night?
possible. Maybe, probably not every night, but no, there are some weeks where we play 3 nights. I would be happy playing 4 or 5 nights a week probably, but no, every night I would get very exhausted.
no kidding. Yeah. Who are some of those bands that you're seeing out there when you're playing that are really impressing you?
Mm-hmm. So this weekend, I kind of had a weekend off from gigging. The only one we have is like tonight. But so I used that as an opportunity to go see my favorite local bands.
Yeah.
I saw Late Night Call on what was that, Friday at Ruins.
Yeah.
It was an amazing show.
Ricky's incredible, dude.
He's a monster.
Yeah. I saw clips of that show and it looked fucking killer, dude.
Yeah, and they're so great, man. It's like, I remember at one point they were like, we still haven't finished this song, but we're gonna play it anyway.
Yeah.
Because we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then they played it, and they were like,
They improvise an
so tight.
ending or
It
some
was
shit.
So tight, and I was like,
Yeah, I love watching them because man, all his sets he'll just be like, yeah, well, like you said, this is a song we're working on. It's not really done, and then they'll just improvise a whole fucking ending to it, and it sounds like something that they wrote.
Mhm.
You know, they're just so in tune with each other.
Yeah.
It's
And,
wild.
that rhythm section, Joe and Jimmy.
Yeah, dude.
Just know, they know where Ricky's going.
Yeah.
And
And that's the thing is they know where he's going.
Yeah.
They'll listen to his plan and they can build up with him or come down with him. And dude, it's incredible. And I'll see Ricky kind of just give him the look, and they know to like pick it up. Or dude, it's so sick. I love that band.
So they're great. I love that they're at the Tuesdays whip thing a lot.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So I get to see them almost every week, which is awesome. After that Late Night Call show, I went over to Twilight and saw Astro James.
Okay, I don't know them.
You know Astro James?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, TJ Novak is his name, but he goes by Astro James on stage, and he's awesome. Very, like, I would say Grateful Dead inspired.
Okay, cool.
But no, yeah, they get funky, super good, and Wayside Motel.
Yeah.
Like, no one is doing what they're doing. Like, they have their own thing going on, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I dig them, man. I just kind of got wise to them like a month ago. Honestly, they kind of came on my radar, but I'd love to have them on the podcast. What's up, guys? Come on. But I love what they got going, dude. It's so sick, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And Brendan, their harmonica player, has actually sat in with us a few times, like at 8 Airs and stands and stuff. And it's so fun.
It's got to be hard to find a harmonica player,
Dude.
like a good one.
Yeah.
You know, because anyone can like blow into it. You know,
Yeah.
But, like find a good one.
No, like guys that can actually like be expressive, like a guitar solo or something with their harmonica.
In key.
Yeah.
You know, and like, because you know, like it blew my mind when I found this out. There's different keys for harmonicas. Like you have different harmonicas for each key. Like they're not like just one plays every range. You know, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, and I've learned a lot about it just from playing with a couple different harmonica players. Brendan being one of them. There's this other dude, local guy named Christoph Hediger, who's another really good harp player. He showed me, he has these like pentatonic harmonicas.
Oh, cool.
Where it's like, it has the key, but it's only like the pentatonic scale.
Yeah.
And he started using those with us because a lot of it is like pentatonic rock and that sort of thing, and it just works really well. But yeah, it's a cool instrument. I tried to learn it a long time ago. I got like a little set of plastic harmonicas, but gave up very quickly.
Dude, I'm so impressed by those guys like Dylan, like Bob Dylan, and like those guys that can play guitar and harmonic. Like, dude, how the fuck do you do that?
Yeah.
It's so like impressive to me.
One of my favorites that does that, like on the neck holder,
Yeah.
like that style, is this guy John Fulbright.
Okay.
I first learned about him when I was going to school in Norman. He's like a central Oklahoma musician. It's like everyone in that area knows John Fulbright, but outside of that, he's kind of underground. and he does he's playing guitar or piano with the harmonica, but instead of just kind of making like the sweeping like Bob Dylan or Neil Young type harmonic, he's actually soloing on it.
Wow.
And like still playing the rhythm under it. That blows my mind.
That's crazy, dude. It's right brain, left brain type shit, you know?
Totally.
Doing one rhythm with this hand. It's almost like drumming where they do like one measure with this hand and another measure with this. I can't fucking...
Like a true one-man band.
Yeah. I don't get that stuff, man. It's hard enough for me to just keep on beating with guitar, you know? I've never been able to play drums and any of that shit. Well, man, you want to promote anything and have everybody throw out all your handles or whatever you want to throw out?
Sure, yeah. If you can check us out on Instagram, we're at Willy and the Wildcards. We have a bunch of shows coming up. Every Sunday night at 8 airs at 10. November 25th is a whip show, a warehouse show. It's like we're playing, Del Morera's playing, Ryan Burke's playing, the Room Sounds are playing. That's November 25th. I'm really looking forward to that one.
That sounds like a good show, man. Yeah.
It's at some warehouse. I forget where, but we're gonna start like spreading flyers for that one soon.
I love Whip's flyers, dude. They have the coolest flyers.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, October 29th, we're playing at Pegasus City.
Halloween show?
Halloween show. It's the Wildcards Spooktacular. So wear a costume to that one. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it for now.
Right on. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Y'all be sure and follow. Y'all check out Will and the Wildcards. Shout out to Whip, Hayden, all y'all. Y'all rock. I appreciate all the support and love. Y'all be you. We're going to be us. Later.
But I feel a little strange tonight. I'm not nearly living up to what I know I can. Boy, it's time to be a man.
If you'd like to see raw, unedited, live episodes, follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/whatsupwiththat. To watch full episodes of What's Up With That, subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/whatsupwiththat.